Good day, friends. Let us look at some elements to form simple compounds as a beginner. And then I would like to look at the elements that are plotted on the table here. These elements are called metals. This one, we call it alkaline metals, alkaline earth metals. And then from here to here, we can refer to them as metals. And from here to here, we can refer them as non-metals. And for here, we can call it inert gases or rare gases. So what we want to play with today is to play with non-metals. Non-metals. And use the non-metals to form compound. That's why we are here today. The question is why? In my previous classes, I told you that valency of ion of metals in group 1 are +1. And I told you the valency of metals in group 2 are +2. And the valency, hydrogen note, hydrogen is not a metal, but it's still a gas and it's +1. And in group 3, +3. But when you come to carbon group 4, it's +2 to +4. And when you come to group 5, -3 to +5. And when you come to 6, oxygen is -2, but sulfur is -2 to +6. And when you come to group 7, the halogen, you talk about -1. Here, nin for rare gases. Now the question is, which of the elements would you like to combine together? Tell me one. Let's combine. In previous question we did before, we have combined phosphorus and chlorine together. Remember that question? Here's 5, here's 3. You can go back to my series if you want to understand that. But let's look at one element here. We're talking about sulfur, talking about oxygen. You bring sulfur out, you bring oxygen out. And sulfur is -2, oxygen is -2, pardon, I beg your pardon. While sulfur is your +4, from -2 to +6, remember. So we are using +4. So to balance it, what do you do to make this one equal? +4 -2 cannot work, cannot give you 0. Every compound must give you 0. So to form a compound, you must have 0 as the charges. So we will need a charge to be formed to get 0. Multiply this one by 2 of the oxygen to occur twice, and multiply sulfur by 1 to occur once. So you have 1 times +4 +4. 2 times -2 -4. We have what? 0. So if you want to write this compound, you say X and 0 is O oxygen, not 0. O oxygen, SO2. And when you have SO2, what do you call it? Sulfur 4 oxide. Why? The sulfur we use is what? +4. That's why we call it sulfur 4 oxide. So in my class, when we are going to do IUPAC naming and oxidation number, you understand it more. Sulfur oxide is also part of IUPAC naming, but it's just the name of this compound. Let's look again. Let's look at another compound that we can form from non-metals that we can combine together. Carbon and oxygen. I told you carbon is stable at +4. Oh. I told you carbon is more stable at +4, plus oxygen -2, which is stable. Now what do you do? Still go back. 1 times this, 2 times this. What do you have? CO2. +4 -4, 0. So what it means 0 here, but we don't normally write it. We leave it like this, or you leave it like this. 2. So because of that, you call this what? Carbon 4 oxide. Carbon 4 oxide. Thank you for your time.